Did you know that sticking your hot coffee in the fridge can actually make it spoil faster? Yes, it's true. Welcome to a journey through the chilly world of refrigeration missteps, where we uncover the cold, hard truths about storing our favorite foods. Many of us are guilty of tossing just about anything into the fridge, assuming it's the safest place for preservation. However, this common practice isn't always the best strategy. Refrigeration can indeed be a marvel of modern technology, keeping our foods fresh and safe. But not everything benefits from a stint in the cold. In fact, some items can lose flavor, texture, and nutritional value when subjected to low temperatures. Today, we're going to explore why certain foods should steer clear of the chilly confines of your refrigerator. Understanding the do's and don'ts of food storage is more than just culinary wisdom. It's a way to enhance the quality, taste, and nutritional benefits of what we eat. Now let's dive into the surprising list of foods that you should keep out of the fridge to maintain their best quality and taste. Starting sweet with honey, nature's own preservative marvel. This delightful sticky substance is not just a treat for your taste buds, but also a masterpiece of nature's ingenuity. Ever noticed how honey in the refrigerator turns thick and grainy? That's because cold temperatures prompt honey to crystallize faster, transforming its smooth liquid gold into a less appealing, dough-like consistency. This makes it a chore to spread or mix. To preserve its silky texture, honey thrives best in a cool, dark environment. Keep your honey in a cool, dark place and it will stay perfectly smooth and golden. Next up, potatoes. They seem hardy, right? But not against the cold. When exposed to cold temperatures, an interesting yet unwelcome change occurs. The starch within potatoes begins converting into sugar. This not only alters their natural taste, making them unexpectedly sweet, but also affects their cooking properties. They become gritty, which is not ideal whether you're roasting, mashing, or frying. To avoid these culinary disappointments, it's crucial to store potatoes in a cool, dark, and dry place to preserve their natural flavor and texture. Onions don't need to chill out in your fridge. Storing them in that chilly, moist environment can lead them down a path of softness and spoilage. You see, onions thrive on good air circulation. It keeps them dry and extends their shelf life. Picture them lounging in a well-ventilated space, free from the damp clutches of the refrigerator. Instead, tuck them into a breathable mesh bag and find them a cozy spot in a cool, dry corner of your pantry. Keep onions in a breathable mesh bag in a cool, dry place. Bread in the fridge? That's a stale move. Tucking your loaf away in the chilly confines of a refrigerator might seem like a good idea to keep it fresh, but here's the twist. It actually does more harm than good. Refrigeration accelerates the staling process by drawing moisture out of the bread, leaving you with a loaf that's dry and tough rather than soft and chewy. Keep bread at room temperature for daily use or freeze it for long-term storage. Coffee lovers, take note. When it comes to storing your beloved coffee, the refrigerator might not be your friend. Why? Well, the chilly environment inside your fridge encourages condensation. This moisture seeps into your coffee beans or grounds, leading to a rather unfortunate outcome. Your coffee could end up tasting bland and stale. To preserve that rich, full flavor that wakes you up in the morning, keep your coffee in an airtight container tucked away in a cool, dark place. Store coffee in an airtight container in a cool, dark place. Tomatoes lose their flavor in the cold. Keep them out. When tomatoes are stored in the refrigerator, the chilly environment starts to break down the membranes within their fruit walls. This not only impacts their structure but also their taste, turning them mealy and robbing them of their rich, juicy flavor. Room temperature is ideal to keep your tomatoes tasting fresh and delicious. It preserves their texture and enhances their natural sweetness. Leave tomatoes on the counter to enjoy their full flavor. Basil wilts in cold environments, just like your mood on a rainy day. This fragrant herb isn't just sensitive to low temperatures. It's practically a sponge for odors. Tucked away in the fridge, basil can start to absorb all the eclectic scents it's surrounded by, which can significantly alter its fresh, peppery flavor. Moreover, the chilly air causes basil to wilt at an accelerated pace, robbing it of its vibrant green appeal. Keep basil in a cup of water on your counter just like a bouquet. Avocado lovers, beware of the fridge. When it comes to these creamy, green delights, temperature matters more than you might think. Stashing an unripe avocado in the cold confines of your refrigerator can halt its ripening dead in its tracks. What's worse, this can lead to avocados that are hard on one end and mushy on the other, ruining both texture and taste. To avoid such a culinary mishap, patience is key. Store avocados at room temperature until they're ripe and ready. Bananas in the fridge? Think again. When you store bananas in the cold, you're not doing them any favors. Cold temperatures actually interfere with the natural enzymes that are responsible for ripening these fruits. This disruption not only slows the process significantly, but can also lead to an unappealing mushy texture. And let's not forget the aesthetic aspect. A cold environment can turn the peel an unattractive black. For bananas that are sweet, firm, and just right, keep them on the counter to let them ripen to perfection. Last but not least, melons. These summer favorites, from cantaloupes to watermelons, are often misunderstood when it comes to storage. Chilling them in the fridge before they've had a chance to fully ripen can be quite detrimental. This premature refrigeration doesn't just stall their ripening process. It also leads to a decrease in their antioxidant content. Furthermore, the cold environment can make the melon's flesh hard and rob it of its natural sweetness. Store melons at room temperature to maximize their juicy sweetness. Now that we've uncovered the chill truths about these 12 foods, let's do a quick recap. Starting with honey, remember that its natural sugars and consistency are best preserved at room temperature. Refrigeration can lead to crystallization and a thick, dough-like texture. Potatoes prefer the dark and cool, but not the cold. Cold temperatures convert their starch into sugar, affecting their flavor and texture. Onions need a breathable space, away from moisture and light. The fridge's damp conditions can make them mushy and moldy. Garlic retains its robust flavor and longevity when kept in a cool, dry place. The fridge can diminish its pungency and promote sprouting. Bread stays crusty on the outside and soft on the inside when kept at room temperature. Refrigeration speeds up the staling process. Coffee should remain aromatic and flavorful, which refrigeration can compromise by introducing moisture and odors. Tomatoes lose their texture and flavor in the cold. Keep them on the counter to maintain their natural ripeness. Basil thrives outside the fridge, where it can stay fresh and vibrant without the risk of wilting. Avocados and bananas both need room temperature for even, natural ripening. Cold interrupts this process, leading to uneven texture and flavor. Melons should stay out until cut, as the cold can stop the ripening process and dull their flavor. Remember, sometimes the best storage is right on your counter or in the pantry. Thanks for tuning in and happy non-refrigerating.